My job gives me an insider's look into the hottest trends in home design on a daily basis. Let's talk about some of the design features I've seen be really hot and lose favor. Then we'll talk about some features that I look for when I'm buying houses that I'm looking to remodel. And then we can talk about what buyers are looking for when they go into a home. Here are my 5 best design features for your home that'll improve its market value. Today, I literally have a house on the market and I'm seeing that need for a fireplace being reduced. So I don't want to say it's falling out of favor, but it's definitely less of a requirement for buyers. I don't do that many remodels, but I do go through a lot of homes that do need remodels for my clients. One of the things that I immediately start looking for isn't necessarily design ideas, but it's really more floor plan functionality and how we can minimally be invasive, open it up quickly, if we can get the right bedroom, bathroom count, if we can maximize spacing that makes it more functional. So if I can go into a house and say, okay, the bones in the floor plan really work, we just need some small minor upgrades here and we can really throw a big punch, that's a win-win for everybody. But we're not always going to get that lucky. When we talk about the next section, which is design features that buyers are really looking for, is yes, they're coming in expecting a certain quality and a certain expectation for the product, but moreover than anything, they're coming into the home and they want to feel like they're in something new. Everybody knows when they're walking into a remodel, it's not new information for anybody, but they want to feel like it's new. So they want to be able to walk in and feel like there was purpose behind the home, not, oh, they did some weird addition over here. They want to come in and go, wow, like this was never even here before. The main thing, truthfully, is figuring out what elements of the home create that feeling. So we're gonna go through a few of the rooms that I think are really important to really emphasize that feeling and get you to a place that is going to bring your home to a higher resale value. The first place that anybody should ever start with is the kitchen. You already knew that because it's obvious. People ask me all the time, what's the best place to put your money? Number 1 is the kitchen. Overall, you put money into a house, you're gonna get about 1.5 your money out of the kitchen. If you spend $30,000 on a kitchen remodel, you're gonna get about $45,000 back from your resale value. There's a number of ways to look at that. The math is different for a lot of people, especially in a lot of different neighborhoods that, a national average is way different than a local average here. Keep that in mind, but definitely throughout the country, kitchens are the first place to start. I think that every time someone even opens a front door, the first thing that they're drawing to is the kitchen. So the kitchen has to be functional and has to be appealing. If you're looking to increase your maximum value for resale, most people are not interested in the repairs. Those things that you're choosing not to do leave a massive price tag reduction on your home. So some of the things you can do in your kitchen to really bring up that new level without having to spend a ton of money is new appliances, upgrading your cabinets or refinishing your cabinets, and adding warm lighting fixtures. If you can, go ahead, paint the whole room, paint the whole house if you can, honestly. Someone walking in and knowing the house is painted just completely gives somebody a new sense of freshness and vitality to a home. Right now, a popular thing that's happening is side-by-side kitchen sinks. It gives a lot more room for actual usage and it's just seen a rise in popularity. And another really easy add is to find storage space where you can turn it into a pantry. People go crazy for them. If you can remove a 2-foot section of your cabinetry and just add a tall cabinet right there and add a food pantry, people love them. If you're already watching this video and your kitchen is fine, what's the next thing we do, Jason? Well, let's go in order here. I think that obviously it goes from most important to least important in terms of bathrooms. So you're literally going to follow this order. Primary bathroom, powder room, because that's the room that all your guests are going to use. That's the room that everyone's going to see. Then your office, and then all the bedrooms. People walk into bedrooms, but they linger in bathrooms. They're gonna walk into the bathroom and wanna see what plumbing fixtures did they put in? Is it a new toilet? Did they refinish the tiles? Did they do new tiles? Did they add glass? Did they add a shower curtain? What does the bathrooms look like? There's a lot of elements to look at in a bathroom, and there's really only one thing to look at in a bedroom. They don't have to be extravagant. They can be simple. They can look clean and be very appealing, but obviously adding changes will help tremendously. If you can add or change your tile, put in new plumbing fixtures, not use old ones, please. And lighting and mirrors are also huge too. Anything you can do, even on a small scale, new handles, new hardware, anything in that area is really gonna help. Okay, a place that you would think wouldn't come next on my list, it's used so often. When you're thinking about the layout of a home and how the family is going to function in a space, the laundry room is one of those rooms that come up and go, yeah, I don't know why I didn't think of that. It's a huge room to be thinking about. It's a space dedicated to all things related to the home. When you really think about it, where is it located is somewhat important in the home, because you do kind of want it away from where you're living, but at the same time, it needs to be accessible, it needs to be functional. A good way to fit a laundry room into a home is to convert your basement into one. Another option is to situate it on the first floor near a bathroom, so you already have plumbing where you need it. The most important thing is to make sure that you're not just making a laundry room that has the units in it, but make sure it's a functional space. So, location for folding, sinks for getting out those tub stains, shelving storage, all of those sort of things, and just make sure that it's accessible. It's not somewhere where they have to go outside of a door to get to it or whatever. A staging so it looks like it's actually usable is really important. Like being able to set a basket with towels on top of it or something like that, just to let people believe this is a space like, yeah, okay, cool, I can put that bucket on top of the machine and I can do that and I can do this. And there is space inside there. One of the new adds to my list is actually the office space. It's become a place that people weren't necessarily expecting to be important, but because of the world that we're living in today, the last 2-3 years of the pandemic, and people have literally migrated home. And if they haven't moved out of state, they're in state, but they're working from home. And even if people can go back to work, they want to be home. So if you can figure out how to create a hybrid work setup with all the necessary requirements for a home office in your project or in your home, this is going to separate you from another home on the block. 100%. Sometimes you may not have the square footage needed, so if you can add a accessory dwelling unit or even a ALQ, which is an accessory living quarter, to your property, that might be a great way to churn more value into your home. Obviously, we can talk about the fact that you'd be adding more square footage to the home, but those are a really easy add to give somebody a space to say, hey, not only are you getting a great home and all these other things, you're also going to get this secondary unit that allow you to work from home or work out from home or whatever it is that people are using extra spaces for. A good portion of the real estate market today are millennials, and this is a generation that is looking for homes that not only provide comfort and shelter, but also help the environment. So take advantage of eco-friendly features to make sure that your home is sustainable and can attract millennial buyers. Some of these can include low flow water fixtures that can save gallons of water, low energy LED light bulbs, and exteriors with native plants. That will also lower your water bill. Also, if you're able to, replace your windows with energy efficient windows to help control the temperatures in the home. And because they are both environmentally friendly and will help lower your monthly bill, that's already going to help increase your home value. If you want to know more about building houses, make sure to check out my channel down below. And of course, leave a comment and let me know you like this video. I'd love to hear from you. See you soon.